Welcome back to Daddy Nadon. We're here for another match preview. It's Watford versus Brentford this weekend. Today, back on the show after a few weeks off, it's Rhys. He will be going through this upcoming game against Watford. And let's hope he's positive. So with that said, before we go to Rhys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We've just gone past 200. We're now looking for the next milestone is 300. Give a share, comment, and give us a like. Anyway, here's Rhys with his preview for Watford away this Saturday.
Okay, so Brentford go into this away game against Watford with that emphatic victory away at Stamford Bridge, which I still can't believe, and then a really, really calm and composed and complete performance against West Ham on Sunday. Watford, I don't think are in the greatest of form. Shock, they're near the bottom, trying to survive. But I think Leeds humbled them. A couple of Watford fans I know were not really impressed, confident, buoyed by what they saw. You know, like Brentford have lost in the past, and it's like, okay, we lost, but we did this, this, and this well, or on another day we'd have got this kind of thing. And I don't get that impression with the Watford fans that I do actually know and speak to. It's going to be tough though, because if we can go with the same kind of attitude and performance and mentality that we've been, that we went into against Chelsea, that we went into against West Ham, the same Brentford that coulda, shoulda, woulda won the championship last season, but got promoted through the playoffs. They're back to that kind of team of, we don't really care who you are, we can beat you, and we know we can beat you. And that for me is always dangerous, because a Brentford team like that with their tails up doesn't normally work out that well for the opposition. Saying that, Watford know they're in a dogfight. They've been there before. They'll probably be there again. I still, even though there's not much end product from him, I know Cucho Hernandez is very dangerous. Femenia, even though he's a defender, I always find that he seems to do something. He seems to find that moment of magic. Is it Emmanuel Dennis that they have that got the goal against us at the community stadium? He was a live wire against us as well. So it's trying to make sure that we keep their players quiet and we let our players roar. You can't ignore the impact Eriksen has had on our team. It was obvious that he wasn't there against Leicester, because when we got the ball against Leicester, we went, oh my God, we got the ball, what do we do? And it resorted to just going long. And yeah, we still go long, but we play a lot smarter with Eriksen around. I don't know why, I don't know how. I don't know if it's just because he's there, everyone suddenly feels a lot calmer that he's going to know what to do if no one else does. But it's just, it's nice to see Eriksen back on the pitch, sure. Like, as a human, that's really nice to see that he's not just playing, but he's doing really well. But as a Brentford fan, it's nice that we have the person who we've been crying out for since we got promoted. It's the kind of player I was personally saying we need an unlocker. We don't have one. The kind of player that tells Ivan Toney, you go up, I'm going to give it to you, so that Ivan doesn't have to keep coming back. Which actually I said in one of my previous predictions, that Ivan keeps having to come back because there's nothing else being created, so he has to do the creating. So I think we'll go into it with a lot of confidence. We won't have arrogance, but we'll have confidence and belief. And it's a cliche, but the first goal in this game is vital. If we get the first goal, we're saying to Watford, we've got you. You come to us now. Historically, when we've played Watford, they don't like it when we pressurise them. Yeah, they've taken the lead against us in the past, but when we put the pressure on, they've typically crumbled. Bear in mind, last year in the Championship, we went down to 10 men. We were down a goal because we gave away a penalty, and we still came back to draw that game, and we could have won that game. So, for me, it's not. I'm not going to say it's a game we should win. It's a game that if we perform to the levels that I know we can reach, if we perform to the levels that we have been reaching, we will win. If we let Watford dictate the game, they will have the control of the game, they will frustrate us, and they will be looking for anything. They will be looking to come out of that game with anything. So that's what we have to be wary of. They will do anything they can to take anything from that game. Desperate times call for desperate measures. If it means you fall over a lot more, you cause fouls, you irritate people. They are fighting for their Premier League lives. Us, on the other hand, are a lot more comfortable. You know, we're effectively safe. We're 12 points clear from the last relegation spot. It's going to be tough for, I think it's Burnley to turn that kind of deficit around. And I think our goal difference is not significantly, but it's definitely better than what Burnley's is, even if we kept losing. So I don't think it's going to be a very exciting game. It's going to be boring and gritty and just hard work for them, really. This will be a tougher test than Man City. And that sounds really weird, but Man City always have the talent to beat us. Watford have to show some heart and passion to beat us, and they have to fight. And that's why I reckon it'll be tough. But, saying all of this, I'll go 2-1 Brentford. 2-1 Brentford. We like to have scored at least 2 goals recently, so I'll go 2-1 Brentford.
Bonus content. Here's Dougie with his preview for Watford versus Brentford. Take it away, Doug.
Watford versus Brentford on Saturday afternoon. Well, Brentford are on quite a good run at the moment. 4 wins out of their last 5, and that one defeat away to Leicester was the one game that Christian Eriksen wasn't available for. He had COVID. Watford, well, they've had 1 win in their last 5. They got hammered at home last weekend to Leeds 3-0. You know, the time's running out for them if they want to try and get out of the relegation battle. Currently in 19th position, and they're 6 points behind Everton, who are in 17th. So they're well and truly in it. Another defeat on Saturday to Brentford, and that could well be curtains for Watford. Brentford, on the other hand, as I said, 4 wins from 5. With Eriksen, he is the defining factor for Brentford at the moment. He brings everybody into play, gives everybody confidence, and he is quite a remarkable player. As I said last week in a preview, he seems to find that extra yard of space around him that, you know, certain midfield players do in the Premier League. We're lucky to have him at the moment, and he's proved the difference for us. I don't think we would be in the position we are now without him. Having said all that, it's a tough game, as they all are. Watford, as I say, will be battling. Going forward, I think they're quite an exciting team. They've got some very quick players, and on their day, they can cause any defence a lot of problems. Even when they lost to Liverpool a couple of weeks ago, 2-0, they going forward, they still created a lot of chances. It's just at the back they seem to be, you know, an accident waiting to happen. Brentford have, consolidated their position in the Premier League, and it's more or less safe. Another win takes Brentford to 39 points. They should be safe for another season. Score prediction. Well, again, it's another one. I wouldn't be surprised if any results are possible. I think it could be a Watford win, it could be a draw, it could be a Brentford away win. I'm a Brentford fan. I'll be there, and obviously I'm going to predict it's going to be a Brentford away win. We haven't won there for a number of years. It'd be great to beat them. They are, one of our fiercest local rivals going back in all the 50 odd years that I've sort of supported Brentford. They are the one team we wanted to beat. Scoreline 2-1 Brentford.